This Nigerian teenager can make robots, and not only robots which can replicate his movements. Here's his story and how he achieved to make something like this at 17. His name is Isabade, and as I said, Isabade invented a robot which can replicate his movements. But he has something a little bit different than most of us. His interest, of course, came from movies, as he said and his parents said, but more than just having the interest of being like Iron Man, he really became like Iron Man. And his parents knew that from him since the early ages.
Since he was grown up, he used to be very creative, and at times when you sit down with him, he can ask you more than 100 questions.
But this particular project took him 2 years to complete by designing and building and assembling the whole stuff, which means since he was 15, he was creating a robot at 15. And what is so particular about this robot is that it's not only a robot which can do some task which is asked to do, it can do tasks which it have to replicate movements of a human in real time. And this whole stuff is made out of very rigid materials which you can't say that you wouldn't have. Like even now you can have them, but I still can't do them because I'm not Isabade. And the idea of Isabade is say that it was to replicate movements of humans so that they can go and do tasks which can be too dangerous for humans to get into. And those activities like space travel, mining, or any other activity which can be a labor which really need a lot of effort, which somehow makes sense on how Isabade quickly became famous on social media and got the attention of some of the mainstream media, BBC, Deutsche Welle, and me. And he ended up receiving a scholarship, and as he said, he's now working to improve these projects which he started since he was 15. But also, this is not the first robot which he made. He already worked on another different project before. Now, you really can't stop yourself from really thinking, how did a 17-year-old boy reach the level of making something like this? But much more strange, the real question which I had first time when I heard about this was, how did an African really reach the level of making something like this? Which somewhere reminded me of a very bad idea which we developed in ourselves as Africans. We developed the idea of thinking that when it comes to inventions and anything which is new or technology or higher technology, it has to come from outside Africa. But here there is a 17-year-old boy who just proved to us that there is actually no limit of when it comes to achieving things or doing things which anyone else can do, which means anyone with any age from any continent or any country can literally do anything. But the idea that we have been always told that when it's something really good, it has to come from outside, have to stop, because Isabade really proved to us that you can be Iron Man at 17. And now, if you're an African boy, girl, adult, young, whatever age or whatever situation you are in, or even if you're not an African, at least now you should know that there shouldn't be any limit of you not doing anything, because if any other human have done it, then you can do it also. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you next time. Hey, my name is Bertin, and I'm sharing 100 real stories about events which happened in Africa. And if you want to know more about them, follow or subscribe.